Hey little ho, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're having a good day. For today's episode of A Safe Space for Uglies, I asked you to tell me the worst gift you ever gotten. I picked 7 or 8 different ones, so I'm gonna read them. And I was trying to think what was the worst gift I ever gotten. And to be honest, I don't think I have like a bad one. I'm someone that tells others to not give me anything, because for me, I appreciate the fact that they go out of their way to give me something, right? But at the same time, like, it's a lot of pressure. I'm someone that sucks at giving gifts to people, so when I receive one, all I can think of is like that I had to spend hours researching, thinking about what I'm gonna give them back, spending money on them. Like, I know it's supposed to be fun, but for me it's just a stressful situation, and I'd rather not deal with that. So I just tell people to not give me anything. And I guess that's pretty much all I have to say before I start the video. Let me know in the comments, like, what's your experience with gift giving, because for me that's definitely not my love language, and I don't see myself dating someone that has that. Like, I don't know, it's too much pressure. I could never do it. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna start reading the stories. The first one comes from Jennifer, and it says, my boyfriend got me Kegel balls for my birthday and said I should use them more often. We didn't talk for a week after that. Hold on, is it pronounced Kegel or Kegel? Because I know what they're for. I seen them before, but I don't know how they're pronounced.
Kegel.
Kegels, okay, Kegels. If it was me, I would have broken up with him, because that's one of the most backhanded comments that someone can make. I feel like a week is not enough. Like, if he's comfortable telling you that to your face, then I don't know, like, that's not a relationship that you should have. And just in general, I feel like the men who complain about loose pussies are people who have small dicks, or men that are conservatives, and their insult is to call someone loose, because for them there's nothing worse than someone who's a slut. Either way, just break up with him. Don't let that slide. Like, 1 week, that's not enough. The next person is Rebecca, and she says that for Valentine's she got a gun. I had to pretend like I loved her because he was so excited to give it to me. Again, I think that you should break up with him, because the red flag is staring at you. Like, it's right in front of you. Unless you told him that you wanted one, then I don't know, there's no reason for him to give you one. I think that the only way that it will be a good gift is if it was customized, you know, like it had a Hello Kitty design or whatever you're into. Otherwise, it's creepy. Don't ignore the red flag. It's not something that you should overlook. The next person is Matilde, and it says, one of the worst gifts I gotten was my boyfriend buying a fleshlight in my skin color so that it will always remind him of me. He presented it like something praiseworthy, and I'll never forget that happening. To be honest, I think that's a little romantic. If my partner did something like that, then I will be a little flattered. But at the same time, like, he did that for himself, right? Like, it is a little weird. If you had given it to him and you told him like, hey, this is for you to remember me, then that would be hot. But someone doing it to themselves, I guess I see where you're coming from. But overall, it is romantic. A little bit, just a tiny bit. It is romantic. It would have been better if he got that for himself and then he bought you one too, like his day color or size. So I don't know. Personally, I would have been flattered, but I'm a guy, so it is different. But I don't know. At the very least, it is romantic. I don't think that is a bad gift. The next one comes from Jaime, and it says, my engagement ring. Turned out my husband's sister gave him a null engagement ring some guy gave to her. And his mom told him to not tell me. He told me, and I got mad and made him buy me a 10K ring. I also pawned the other ring and kept the money. I don't know. I want to be on your side so bad, but he was honest. He told you where it came from. I definitely wouldn't trust his family at all. If he was having an affair, they will definitely defend him. So don't get close to them. But him, like, I don't know, like, he was honest. Like, he told you. I don't know anything about engagement rings. I never looked at the prices, like the price range. But 10K, I don't know. I feel like that is, to me, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, I feel like it is a little bit excessive. But this from a guy's perspective. So putting myself in your shoes, I would be a little bit offended. I would want my ring to be something that was picked out specifically for me instead of hand-me-downs. So I get that part. But, you know, 10,000, I feel like, I don't know your economic situation. If you're like upper middle class, then, you know, go for it. I don't know. To me, I don't know. Let me know in the comments, because for me, I think that she's in the wrong. But this comes from a guy, so I have a different perspective than her. Maybe there's something that I'm not taking into consideration, so I would love to hear your opinion. Because, you know, just reading this, I think that she's in the wrong. But I don't know. I'm gonna read some more, and then I have a little announcement at the end of the video about a protest I'm gonna be attending in Kentucky. So if you're interested, please stay until the end of the video. So yeah, I'm gonna move on. The next person is Cruz, and he says, I spent $400 on his birthday at a seafood restaurant, and I also spent $400 on his clothing line so everybody at the restaurant will be wearing his clothes. And in return, he bought me a book and a face mask. Hopefully you're not together anymore. I'm sorry that you went out of your way that much, but I guess this is your sign to not do that anymore. Spend money on yourself. Be more selfish, especially when it comes to spending money on guys. Don't go out of your way that much. They can definitely afford it themselves. So yeah, I know you didn't ask for an advice, but I think that you shouldn't mess with broke men, or if you're gonna do it, don't spend money on them. There's no reason for you to be doing that. The last person is Jamie, and she said, my worst gift is a graduation present that I had to ask for, pick out, purchase, get delivered to my house. It was a necklace and a ring. The whole time he was looking on Pandora looking for jewelry. I can't say that word. For his other girl. Dude, I don't get it. I don't get where you meet these people and like why you stay with them. Because if I had to do all that work for a present, something that's supposed to be special, that the other person is supposed to put the time and effort to get for me, I don't know, I will break up with him. I'm sorry that he put more effort into the other woman, but you graduated, so congratulations. Hopefully you get a good job and you meet someone that is gonna give you more than that, And also I think that you shouldn't tell people that this happened, because you had a whole college education, but you were still getting played and you had to do that much effort for yourself. Don't let people know that happened. And yeah, I think that's the end of the video. I hope you liked it. For the announcement that I was talking about earlier, I did a couple videos on TikTok and Instagram talking about the situation, but basically in Corbin, Kentucky, there was a peaceful gathering. People showed up to bring awareness to the laws that the country is passing, the ones that target the LGBTQ community, specifically transgender people. And when this happened, there was a lot of people driving by yelling slurs at the protesters, and the gathering ended when 2 KKK members showed up and started threatening the protesters. One of the men was carrying a gun and threatened to shoot the people who were protesting. The police didn't do anything about it. If you want to know more about the situation, it's easy to find. But what's happening is that there's going to be another protest in June 24th. This is the address right here. You can see it. I think that's an important cause, so I would appreciate if you showed up. The more people that show up, I feel like it will be the safer for everyone. There's also going to be a picnic beforehand. So yeah, either one, you can show up to either one. And I think that's all I have to say. Please consider showing up. There's gonna be local authorities, reporters, so I think it is gonna be safe in general. So yeah, I know that everyone knows that the South is a shitty place, it's really conservative, but if we don't start showing up to these type of events, then it's not gonna change. I believe that the only way for things to change is if we get organized and a lot of people in the community show up. I know it's an uncomfortable topic, but there has to be something done. So yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you consider showing up, and yeah, this is the end of the video. Thank you.